Once upon the days. What's that? Human Rights Day, public holiday, South Africa. What? I'm just going to start cutting these out, but as I said, I've mislaid my strong bandage scissors, so I'll cut it out best I can, roughly, with a big pair of scissors. And then, I don't know, see how I manage. There is a danger of it splitting. But actually the chap, Black Van is on Robin, hasn't sent me any details on. I said, here's my email, send me where you want me to send them and I'll send them to you. But let me know if you're watching this, do you still want them? They look good when they're on. Yes, the brakes have arrived for the back front ones. Oh, the air filter as well. High floor filter roar. It was in a little bag, I just been having a look at it. I'm wondering, does it say about riding with a dirty or a blocked air filter or no air filter at all will reduce fuel efficiency and power output. Well, I'm wondering, do you need to squirt oil in it, or would that restrict it? You think, I mean, it's meant to get the little bit sticking, but will that not block it up if it was oily? So I'm in a quandary now. Do you oil it, or leave it just when the engine stops, do all the bits drop off on the little microscopic bits? But I think I oiled the last one because it said in the manual. Should I read the manual? I was going to say and offer that as a competition prize and say have a crap on me. But no, I won't. Congratulations on winning a prize, have a crap on me. I'll go in the backyard, see what the weather's like. I'm not really in the mood for faffing about with bike brakes. I was going to leave it all till tomorrow. But as I keep saying, do not put off till tomorrow what you can do today. I might just do the painting today, that's an idea. Radiator and passenger foot peg supports. And do the brakes tomorrow. Could do the air filter, couldn't I? I'll read the manual now, see if it says about oiling. The manual's in here. The manual. Yeah, I've got some original brochures from eBay. My bike 2004. Imagine having a Minter again. It'd be marvellous, wouldn't it? That could be the competition. Question. Guess my mileage on my Hornet, 2004 Hornet. It had 8,800 miles on when I got it in 2012. And I don't do over 5,000 a year. So guess the mileage and you can have that 4-pack of bog roll if you're desperately short. How about that? And on that note, I'll say goodbye for now. Well, I've just been outside with my little socket set and my Allen keys. What's up with me? I can't concentrate. And got these off. Have I got the virus? No, I shouldn't joke about it. Yeah, these are the passenger foot peg buffers. They've got a rubber doofer on the back. Well, it's still in the backyard. These are handy, little handy packs. You got, must be about 30 sheets of different grades of sandpaper and glass paper. So this is just getting the edges off. There's only a little bit of rust on. And you have to put things in perspective. The passenger foot peg plate, so it's nothing that's going to be examined, so I'm just going to bodge it You know, some people will spend hours faffing about, but put things into perspective. They're not going to be seen. It's just to look reasonable from a distance. Oh, there we are. It's them, isn't it? They're a bit too long. I cut them down, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus a spare one or two. I think I've got 6. 7. Oh, I might have got 2 packs of 4s, that's right. Bloody hell. So they're the black ones which rust. I should have said put acorn nuts on, because you get full protection of the threads then. But they didn't, and consequently I was looking the other day with a torch because I was going to spray the headers with some of that stove paint again. I've just been looking at all my sprays. Clear gloss, which is the blue I used. That's a blue from Aldi. There's that one that mentioned metal. Little tin. Rust proof, that's not it. Royal blue. Double acrylic. Peugeot royal blue. Yeah, that's glow in the dark. I never used that because I thought it's the wrong shade of blue. Steaming up. Anyway, you get the idea, don't you? I'll knock this off. Yes, I've moved into the backyard. Good. See me going to the shop and faffing about. That's just a loose U-bracket which I've mounted the side indicators on. So like I said, I didn't want to take everything off. And yellow. Is that dust in the bloody cloth? It's just a budge in it, not bad. Yeah, it's coming off. It's just salt dust in it from all the bloody winter. The salt on the road, can you see? Can you see? So all I wanted to do was just spray it, make it look sort of nicely done, without stripping it down to the bare aluminium and getting all the lumps out, you know. I'll get a kitchen roll, and a spare one, and I've got some degreaser I found in the cupboard. There they come out, and a couple of coats. Glad it's not reactive with the paint I left on. Not perfect, but it'll do. Yeah, that's some, I got that years ago. I'm glad it's not gone funny. Peugeot High Coat Royal Blue. I shouldn't really spray it with this camera lens, and it's a breezy day. Not got blue tints on the lens, have I? Just a little thin coat every quarter of an hour. What was I going to do? Cloth. I'll do the air filter as well. That's on this side, behind that side panel. Anyway, that's the old filter. I must have spent some money. K&N, about £50. But why are these so expensive? Let's have a look at the difference. Yeah, well, K&N, well, you can see, can't you? K&N have got woven wire with paper inside. That's just paper. seal there. That's not got a foam seal. Unless that goes in. And if that's what I struggle with, 1 year I couldn't get the damn thing in. I just keep twiddling it about. See, there's an oil residue there. I should have risked embarrassing myself not being able to get this one in there. There's some cheap ones in China that have an X on. I thought, are they copies of a already cheap one? They were less than 10 quid from China. Hang on. Silly sod. It's better off if you do it the right way around. Yeah, picture that crash bar's there again in the bloody way. Oh, there we are. Oh, that's it. That's easy enough, isn't it? Hell with that. Fireworks. It sounds like a bloody frightening the cats. It's alright, go on inside. Right, Blackie. Fireworks in March. Arseholes. I could go out, give them a good kick in the teeth if it's them chavs. Oh, let's get some fireworks. But what you end up doing this day and age, you give someone a good kicking, some lame-ass little turd, and you end up getting locked up, don't you? Another one. Yeah, Paul says that's a signal for drug dealers, that they've got this weekly supply in, and you'll see a load of heroin addicts marching down the street to go to the dealers. I heard the bang, is the drugs ready? Yeah, yeah man, yeah. Is that true, Paul? What a bloody society. Society of scum. Where's the hole? There. Oh, that went in easier than it did the time before. I should put grease on them, shouldn't I? They're looking a bit grotty. Cobblers to it. Little extra Titan, quarter turn. Oh well, full turn then. Last one under there. Got the speaker wire. Yeah, it is. The speaker wire for my tyres and horn. When you're reinstalling your air filter, don't nip your tyres and horn speaker. Is it just me that has one? Yeah, that fits between there. See, look at that. Should I spray some of that blue paint into a cap, let it go gooey, and paint over that? That's not a good idea, is it? Because that screen trim will get water in and help with any rotting. Silly, really. Just for the limited effect that has. Yeah, I put chrome screen trim around the tank last year. Two bangs, that must mean he's had 2 tons of heroin delivered. Yeah man, come and get your heroin, yeah. Oh dear. Just got back from Aldi, offloaded that, and went to Morrison's. Yes, it's Mother's Day tomorrow. I got myself a peach as well. all I had was this fattening milk, so much for my diet. What do you mean pizza? Oh yes, well, I had nothing to eat yesterday after I finished work at 8. I thought, well, sod it, let's go to bed, have a hot chocolate, go to bed. Right, yeah, I got my mum a live rhododendron thing. She has more success than me, all mine are dying off. Well, some have died, some are looking rather ill. And my mum said, you have to use ericaceous soil. I said, yeah, I got some advice from some of my viewers about using cider apple vinegar, but they still died. The plants were more than the plant. All the plants were outside, no tabs. Oh, there's no tab. I said, no, they didn't have any. I'll go and have a look. So, well, there's none there. I think there's $7.99. So he came back in, no tabs. I said, no. I'll charge you $4.99. I said, oh, thank you. But they're all like that, with the leaves going crinkly, but they were very dry. I just poured some water in before. And the planter was more than a bloody plant. Sure, it was 10 quid. I'm not going to look inside, it's all wet. Got my mum some Thorntons. Continental. She's 81, she lives on the next street. Hey, where's her card? And get squashed. All the cards were loose. What's happened to sealing them up? Especially with all the bugs about. I didn't have much of a selection left. I did leave it rather late. That's all it says. It's basic and to the point, isn't it? Nothing for you. Well, there is something for you. This says it comes with a sample pack. Want to sample these? To sample them, Ginger? Ginger. I'll put them on top of your dreamies and see what you think. The last one. Oh, you like them, don't you? Good boy. Paper. See, health kick that were reduced to £2. Innocent smoothies are mostly delicious, a couple of stinkers. You make a green one which tastes horrible. Well, what a lovely day. It's not 59, I've only just put that thermometer on. What a lovely day, what a lovely day. What a lovely day for sticking a cucumber through someone's letterbox and saying, look out, the aliens have landed. Everyone considered him the coward of the county. Well, yesterday wasn't a lazy day exactly, like it normally is, recovering from work. Because I went to Aldi, got my mum some flowers and chocolates. Thorntons Continental. And I told her to eat them all, her and Ernie, not give them away to all the grandkids that were coming. Although I'd just been up and shoved one of those breathing masks on. No, sorry, one of those cups, you know, not a bloody ventilator, but one of those cups to stop bugs. I said, oh, unclean. I took a little bell, an ornamental bell I have now, we're ringing now. Unclean, unclean. I said, I was to paint a white cross on your door like you did in medieval times. Unclean. Bloody hell. Any bumpy roads. Like being in medieval times. Viruses, crap roads. Population of miserable people. Still, summer's just around the corner, and it will not kill off any spread of this virus. And it's good news from China and Italy. They're all, well, not about Italy, China said they're sort of off the alert. Less people are getting it and less people are ill. I was looking on Twitter last night though. I didn't know Mike Harding was on Twitter. He doesn't do a lot these days on Facebook, that old comedian. And he's obsessed. Oh, it's all Boris Johnson's fault. 70,000 less nurses and doctors. I thought, what? Austerity measures and closures of this and closures of that. I don't know, I'm not going into politics. It has to be said though that Accrington Hospital have closed a large section of it. Look at this lot, what's going on? Well, they're all hiking instead of going to pubs and restaurants on a Sunday. We're going to stop there and do a little walk around. I'm going to say no fly tipping. That's a black spot for fly tipping. Bits of line all there. Yeah, that's a thought. Should I go over Jeffrey Hill? I'm actually going to B&M Bargains yet again for another couple of those cheap glass domes because I've had some success and one's come loose after being soaked for a month just in normal water. So, like I keep saying, if I can replace them all, despite them not fitting perfectly, I could budge them, and if needs be, sell them for 200 quid. Although, like I said, I've been selling me Beatles stuff over the past, well, 15 years I've been selling me Beatles stuff. I don't have a great deal left, but those ornaments and my Royal Dalton Toby jugs could be sold to put towards my bike fund if I do bother pursuing my dream of a new bike. I was looking on eBay again last night at that black 13,000 mile CB 1300 down in Sussex. Looks like it's been sold, but the blue one's still there, the dealers. I'm going a bit fast round that bend. Not the buy, that tit in the bloody hot hatchback. If there's gravelly roads, you're going to spin off and hit someone. Banana brain. So yeah, I've just been to my mum's with a present for Mother's Day. What time is it? 20 past 1-ish. It's still light at 6 o'clock, so I could go anywhere, couldn't I? Although I do only have my black normal jeans on. I know I keep saying we should get in the habit of wearing the correct gear. Lots of people wear normal jeans, but if you slide down the road, they're through in a split second, aren't they? I'm going to get some black silicone from B&M as well, but I just looked in the cupboard and I still have some. You're doing all of it. And I've just siliconed them little mirrors. I forgot to do the stems. I've just had the black paint out, sprayed them into the cap just to touch up a few rusty spots, but because it's nice and watery from a spray can in the cap, you can just put it on a sponge and rub those mirror stems and have them looking lovely, rather than put my new ones on. There's a big queue at B&M, I won't bother. But like I said, if they all go, I'll be rather stuck, won't I? So, does it feel any different with the new air filter in? No. I checked my brakes, by the way, they're biting very nicely and there's still plenty of meat on, so I'll have a look again in early April, whichever weekend that is. Yeah, back ones had about 3 mil on, front ones had about same on, although one of them had 2 mil on. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? Uneven wear. Yep, the old rocket centre, now a Lister. Another bike, I'm not the only one out. Oh, I am fine. Looking at the bike go down a pothole. Yeah, I went there when I was looking for a sofa. It cost a bloody fortune. And they're only plasticky leather. So I went, oh, it's Benson now, that was a Harvey's at one time. Seems still plenty of people about, isn't there, despite the plague. Where can I go afterwards? Rivington, Blackpool. Yeah, I could do with some bedding plants. That little garden I have. I put some tall plants in last time and they're all hanging over, but there should be little bedding plants. I bought some. Loads of pansies, all the interesting colours, and they all died off because the big plants underneath came through and drowned all the lights out and they all expired. Anyway, leave that for proper springtime. It's only March yet, isn't it? What's happened? I've just done that circular tour, Whitewell, Waddington, at a nice steady pace, waffling away. admiring the lovely views and the lovely clear skies and green fields. And I wondered, when I pulled up here, why wasn't my camera recording? Has it knocked off? Did I forget to set it again? Plus there's a smell of burning oil. It's either a spillage when I was filling up with a funnel, or I put too much oil in. I'll see when I get home. I've just been to this Pets at Home for some flea spray. Not that it matters, it was just a ride out, but... And I've done it many times before, the Waddington circular scenic routes. Triumph. But there were loads of bikes, you see, on that route. So if I forgot to bloody set the camera when I left B&M Bargains. I'll see you when I get home. Sea Ridge Triumph, no. No indicators, and these girls to stick her arm out. Someone tell me, why didn't they fit indicators to British bikes? Not a complicated wiring job, is it? It's stupid.